Let us continue playing Dwarf Fortress when we last left off. Preparations, stuffed things, and more importantly, some cheese. The construction of a sky fortress has begun, and yeah, I don't know how high we're going to make this eventually, but we always aim for the sky here, always. So the hope is I'm going to be able to start putting this set bit and this bit together into one large building structure. Hopefully this floor will be storage, this floor will be stuff and things. Also means that I can actually put in hatch covers now, because I did have one. Nope. I set one up to top priority and it is being made at least, but it hasn't been made yet. But yeah, we're going to have food storage down at the bottom, and then from there, hopefully we'll be able to keep on with things. Have a few more beds, so we will need some furniture storage at some stage. But that looks okay for now. Oh, have you not built? Why is it taking you so long to build these? I got the pause menu off now, so... Oh, there we go. Let's see. There we go. Build, hatch cover, and that can go there. So now what it means is I can basically build this to be a whole floor. It would take a lot of wood, and we certainly have that, but I think getting this upper level done first is more important, especially as we need the cooking. We need something we can trade, and we need it reasonably fast. And so having a factory floor up here for all of our food production and anything we can basically make money out of. This also involves stills, though until we get somebody doing herbalist roles, I think we're still limited on what booze we can make. I don't have any idlers either, so everybody is doing something, which is important. Although one of the people is just eating. And it's not me, so he's clearly being lazy. Okay, so that's given me enough room for the still, at least, so we can work from there. I'm unsure about whether I'm just going to make this one giant building and build it up, tower style, or whether I'll just do incidental floors, but this seems okay for a factory, for a production floor. Then we'll go up to another, I don't know, maybe a dining area then, and then go up to another proper noble quarters on the 5th floor. This is extremely ambitious, but I always am in Dwarf Fortress. You've got to be ambitious. And so far the ambition is, how much of this can we build up to? How much wood can we burn? Metaphorically speaking. Burning is bad here. Though, I will get prop points if I build a giant tower and then the dragon sets it on fire. That's the sort of screenshot that Dwarf Fortress players love. I was thinking about building something, wasn't I? Workshop. And we will put in the still. Can't do much with it, unfortunately, but it is important to have it done. And we'll build that out of maple. And this gives us almost our food production center set up here. We'll have the fishing, and then we'll put a large stockpile room up top, which should hopefully hold booze and food and stuff once we get a floor in, which will be the next step. In fact, actually, let's put the up-down stairs in now, so I don't forget. And make sure these are aligned. They are. Good. Resume. So kind of now we're in the waiting game, which happens occasionally in this. Does mean also that at some stage I may connect up the buildings and basically create a whole lower floor section. The only problem with that, of course, is where I've got my animal pastures at the moment is a bit restrictive. So I can go out to about here. I guess I could still technically do this. So sort of build out to there, maybe. Yeah, so if we build just a wall bit in there, and then another one here, and just remind me to do that at some stage. So yeah, no real plans for that. It's just a case of if we put this indoors, will that give us any real benefit? And you know, it might do. It just might do. And we got 2 idlers. What are you doing? The carpenter isn't doing anything. So let's go to unit, see what he can do. So he can do fishing, he can do... Yeah, actually, fishing isn't a bad one right now. Give him fishing jobs, and we will... What else can you do? Woodcrafter, paperbinder, bookbinder, carpenter, woodcutter. Fortunately, we only have 1 axe, but fishing's not a bad thing for him to be trying right now. You know, he might even be successful. And as for you, Mr. Newbunkle, you are the woodcutter, aren't you? Have we not got trees for you to chop down and destroy? Are there not trees here? Murder them! He refuses to murder. This is not good. We have a couple of people gathering plants, which isn't bad at the moment. Dabbling herbalist. Yeah, why isn't he doing that? That is rather silly. Yeah, his wood cutting's turned off. Of course it is. There you go. Now he just has to find the axe from somebody, and then he can go and demolish some trees, and all will be good with the world. At least the world of the dwarves. Other people don't care too much about them. Right, fishery. So, just so it's in more or less the same place as last time, that'll do fine there. Out of those. And then we can put a large food stockpile up. And what kind of fruits are these if they are? Yeah, we have apricots. Okay. We have a plant gathering zone. I don't know if I can set this up like this, actually. Oh, no, we can. Gather, pick fruit. So, yeah, gather and pick fruit. Gather fallen fruits. Pick berries, pull tubers. Yep, all seems good. And I think we even have some step ladders built somewhere. Wheelbarrow, wheelbarrow. Yeah, I did build some step ladders. Also, okay, awesome. So we can get some fruit. And what's gone on here? Oh, cherry flowers. Okay. We're going to be covered in flowers. It will be terrible. Also, can we actually plant anything yet? No seeds, and I don't know if that's because we haven't cooked anything, or just because we're so terrible at gathering. Either way, more is needed, clearly. Also, our bees are... How are our bees doing? We actually have some honeybees. Excellent. We'll forbid those. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. That's not what I meant to do at all. So, cancel that. Claim, claim. I forgot where to do this. I don't do this very often. Requires raw honey. Do not gather products from that one. But you can gather products from the other 2. So that should hopefully keep some honey going. As we can see, the dwarves are using the step ladders and finding more food for us. So, if nothing else, we have fruitables. These I'd kind of want done soon, but it's fine. So, from here, I guess we build this to be the lower section. With careful thinking about where the wall should be. So the wall should be there. So build that to... It's going to be wonky. Doesn't matter. So build that to there out of maple. that to there out of maple. Oh, that's as far as I can go, so let's build some more out of maple there. And that. And there, out of that, and that. So actually we got a reasonable little setup here, haven't we? So I can even go... Oh, can I do that? Hold on. I was about to say, I can do that, surely. So build that out of whatever logs we got left, and then even build this lot as well, just to be neat. Then I can go and nearly finish this off. Say nearly, because we want to put a floor in there, so we don't need to put that in. We just need to put this bit in. Tell you what, we're burning a lot of wood. This is all good stuff. But this, once built, will be a good little storage area, especially if we get the walls around the outside as well. And speaking of which, I might even start building those. So if I build the corner walls first, and always build the corner walls first. Oh, hold on, maple blocks. Oh, I have some maple blocks. Well, I guess the corners out of blocks makes sense. Those can be nice. But we want to keep some of those. What if I think I tried this when I was doing the boat challenge, but I didn't think making blocks actually changed anything in terms of how effective things were. But what it does mean, though, is that we have a lot of construction still to go. This fortress is never going to get finished. But hey, we have a thing. So we can have a food stockpile up here. I don't think this is actually a safe place to have it, in all honesty. But it's going to be safer than just having none. So we'll put one up to there. Put one to there. And resume. So with luck, we should hopefully get some random bits of food coming in. Some rope weeds. Ah, no, hold on. Have we now got the seeds? No. It doesn't actually give us any seeds. We need to cook something. Hold on. Where's the chef? We have a chef. Someone is a dedicated chef. I have no idea who, though. And thankfully, once they connect that up, hopefully, we'll be able to do some stuff. We don't want to... It's passable. So both the hatches are passable, which is important. So they can use those to get up here as well. In theory. And dwarves are sleeping, which is fine. We'll let them sleep for now. Some migrants have arrived. What treason is this, migrants? They've also arrived and spooked the emus by the look of it. Announcements. Zoom. Let's say they appear to have arrived out of thin air from nothing. Anyway, let's have a look. What have we got? We have a farmer who can tan, cook, press, and apparently is okay at music. You are kind of rubbish in this society, so you are now going to be promoted to Fisher Dwarf. Enjoy. We also have you, and you look like an administrator. You're a trader. You're an adequate appraiser. You have no other skills. I cannot have a second dwarf with no skills. I'm the dwarf with no skills. You, sir, are going to be our architect. You can do all of that, and we will give you the fun job of learning to... Actually, plant gathering, plant processing seems fine. We don't want even brewing. Brewing needs to be good. Can learn to keep some bees. And you can farm the fields. Assuming we can ever find somebody to do that for us. We also have a cat. And a stray goat. Any more animals, or is that it? No, we have more dwarfs. Okay, so we have a gem setter. That is going to be extremely helpful in this fortress where we can't dig. Yeah, I don't even know what to give you at the moment. I suppose making you in charge of animal training, animal care would be fine. Don't want to do trapping and hunting, although it would be fun to have somebody do that. And small animal detection. Oh, that's what I should have put up there. I should have put a butcher's up there. Oh well, we can build an extension to that floor and get that done. So that seems fine there. We have another gem dwarf. Oh no, this is actually a ranger. So you're actually here to be a ranger. You have an assistant. We also have an ass by the look of it. No, a boar. How many dwarves are we going to get? We actually have a fighter dwarf, although he's only dabbling in each of these. We do not have enough room for all this, you know. Crossbow making. I suppose we need somebody to think about defense soon. Winning this many. And clothes making, weaving, glass making, bone carving. I suppose we could technically try and make things out of bone. We have a cook. You, sir, as an adequate cook, can do your duty. You can learn to properly cook things, and if you fail, well, it'll all be terrible. But hey, we can also get you to do all of the other jobs, occasionally. Milling, lye making, potash making, soap making, dyeing, tanning. Actually, not tanning. We have somebody who can actually tan, I think. Oh dear God, how many is it going to be? I can't afford a big fortress here. I'm building above ground. We have a weaponsmith. What the heck kind of use are you going to be here? You know what? You can be the engineer. We might at some stage get some stone and be able to use them for something else, but right now, learn to fish. We done? We appear to be done. Okay, good. Alright, well the silly fortress continues to be built. We're going to have to build some more beds now. Thankfully we have a few. And I can probably build one more. Yeah, in fact we kind of need to build one more. So a couple more beds, we can have some rotations. Farmer's workshop, I guess we can go for processed plants, milk animal, make cheese, milk animal, make cheese, shear animal, spin thread, shear animal, spin thread, and see what happens from there. Quite a lot of these jobs will be automatically nilled, but some of them we could do. We can also probably make ourselves some more wooden stuff, so let's make a few more cups. Jug pots for no other reason than to do that. A couple more hives. Some more cups. I mean, honestly, I'm just thinking about happy thoughts here because we're going to have a few dodgy ones at some point soon. It has started raining. Thankfully, we are in the process of building roofs, which, you know, will help. Speaking of that, we actually need to build one here. If nothing else, we've got to keep all the food preparation areas dry. Until they build these. Anyway, I can't do that. Alright, fair enough. I'm hoping they connect these up fairly soon, because that would just be logical and sensible. But then this is Dwarf Fortress. Nothing is logical, nothing is sensible, all is doomed. Where did we get hematite from? I'm not sure what's going on, and we'll see what continues from that. Our dining room is too small, I know that much. Well, overall, the fortress has now grown to a size of 14, so we have exactly enough beds. We still don't have anybody really useful at their jobs. Are you even good at carpentry? Oh no! Oh, we needed trappers for that. Okay, that's why. Okay, fair enough. I thought that was all carpentry. That'll explain why he stopped doing stuff. And then we have some more farmers, and we still don't really have any actual farms yet, but hey. If we have some cheese, I'd be quite happy. We actually did get some seeds. Fortunately, can't plant them, but hey. One step at a time, one step at a time. It looks as if bits and pieces are actually being built. We're down to 0 idlers again, which is always a nice place to be with a new fortress. It at least means that even if people are doing rubbish jobs, they're at least doing stuff. And especially in a fortress where we can't just dig down and hope everything works. We need everybody to be working overtime here. I think also the time has come to finally put in our first actual stockpile of any note, our finished goods stockpile, which will go. I prefer it to be on. Okay, maybe not. This it won't be any harm, but we actually have the two areas connected up now, which is nice. Wherever is cleared, awesome. Why do you have an open space here? Is it just for the doors? I guess it is. Okay. I wasn't aware we'd actually need this for that, but fine. Can't complain too much. There we go. Resume. I mean, honestly, it'll be all better once we actually have proper access to things. Raw pond turtle! It's actually not bad if we're finding that, although I would like somebody to actually build this thing. Because he's waiting on fishing. Unfortunately, all of our fishermen are, you know, fishing and not actually building the fishery. That is the greatest message ever said to anybody. I am stuck in a tree. How do I even begin to get them down? Who has stolen the stepladder? Stepladder's there. Did somebody try to move the stepladder? Is that what happened? I don't know. Maybe someone tried to chop it down. That could have happened. Ducklings have hatched. Okay, I think we need to rather urgently Well, actually, it's fine. We can take some more ducklings, but suddenly this needs to be rezoned rather urgently to have extra ducklings. Where are the ducklings? Oh wow, there were a lot of them. I think that's too many. Yeah, we have too many ducklings. I mean, I don't even have a butcher set up yet, so I can't even be that mean to them. Alright, let's... These aren't actually forbidden, I've just noticed, so... I should also probably set the other bit of zonage up. Because we picked up some new animals, didn't we? What's in here currently? We must have put the goat kid with the kin, so... And then we'll put the other animals here. There we go. And thus all is good. Except the bits that aren't. You're just fishing there, you're fishing there, you're fishing there. And occasionally finding stuff. Beds are being placed in position. We have corner bits of walls done. It has started raining again. It does that a lot here. And do we finally have a connection? We have a connection! Okay, perfect. So that might actually start speeding some things up. So because of that, let's put some stockpiles in place. Let's begin with the furniture stockpile. This will go here. For now. I think we do want to actually build the last bit of flooring in as well. Oh, actually do we? Now, if we build that as a wall instead, I might as well start getting these in place for now. More walls! And then we got to make sure we have enough access for ducks. So, we put that against there. Double door. Double door. There, and finally, there for 2 more double doors. Right, carpenters. I think we need you to make some more doors. About 8, I think. Zero idlers, and hopefully now some furniture will start being placed in there. Some stuff will actually be worked on by people. We had a chef somewhere. Where the heck's the chef gone? We have a kitchen here that desperately needs construction. I mean, what are we going to do with these peregrine falcon eggs? Eat them? Oddly, this is giving us an indoor farm. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. If I have an indoor farm, maybe I can actually farm plump helmets, but I don't think it works like that. But yay to all the little ducklings! Well, I mean, it's not been a very exciting episode. All I've really been doing is just building in construction work and stuff. But things are going okay. We had some people turn up. We don't care for them very much, but hey, they did. We still have lots of stuff in the caravan, which hopefully we can start getting out now. In fact, actually, a stockpile of finished goods as well, just to go alongside that, to go here. And then we can start thinking about other stuff. So, what? Maybe a quick wood stockpile, just for usefulness. Cloth pile. Leather pile. What a stone pile, actually. Actually, this is one of the few fortresses where a stone pile might actually be a somewhat reasonable thing to have. Ammo pile. Weapons pile. Armor pile. And I guess a bar block pile as well, just on the off chance we get something like that. So there we go, we have basic storage area set up there. Eventually some dwarves might actually put some stuff in it. Cancels item inaccessible. Why is the item inaccessible? Maybe because of the way they're building the wall, I guess. Inactive, not cancelled. But it's all going quite well, I think. I mean, we're kind of making a middle ground pathway in the middle of our, well, I suppose manor home more than fortress, but you know, we're being optimistic. We can also, once we got this in, actually extend this and make this into a much larger dining hall in the bottom area, which, you know, might actually be required given how hard up for space we are here. Still no, we can't do anything with that. The traders can't come soon enough. Of course, these are the dwarf traders, so we can't trade metal with them, and we don't need it. Truthfully, we don't. Hey, so they're actually putting stuff in places. These are all our maple cups. Okay, so that's now getting to useful levels. So I can now build the floor in there. Up 2. And I suppose I can also build the floor up here. Up 2. And then once all this is done, we can expand this floor, cover that area off, and then start building up towards, I don't know. I honestly don't know what we're going to build on the next floor up, but we can start thinking about it, which is nice. We probably need a new dormitory area at some stage, but I want to keep at least 2 Z levels between any factory work and the... Stuck in a tree again! And that seems like an appropriate point to end the video on. So let's have a look at our supply situations. We have so much plant-related food, which is all the fruits and things we've been gathering, so we're doing well on that front. We just need somebody to cook it all. Kitchen? We have 70 apricots, possibly. We have 70 plums. We can brew plum... We can brew fruit ale. Brewmaster! Brew fruit! Until next time.